Welcome back to the channel. This is Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studios. It's a new month, and you know what August represents? The Premier League, European football, is back. And the race to succeed who takes over from Liverpool is officially on. The Reds are flying in the transfer market, signing players with reckless abandon. No slowing down. I don't care. If they see you, they poach you, they get you. One man, and Slot, is even spending more than Jurgen Klopp. And many are asking this question, where this money day when Jurgen Klopp was Liverpool's coach? Well, Temple Gist brought to you by Azar Studios. Plenty people they ask the question online on Kani Sam and Babatunde. People they ask the question, say
you back your close last 2 seasons. He's time.
But Liverpool they spend.
Yeah, I understand, but not.
But did you expect the Liverpool side to spend this high?
I didn't expect them. But
are you not surprised?
I am, but I'm not saying. But it's not compared to Jurgen Klopp.
No, I get one season spending.
I didn't sign anybody last season.
No, I know.
He spent £0 last season. So I think he's justified.
And before Jurgen Klopp left, he bought practically everybody. McAllister, Gravenberch, what do you call Gakpo, Diaz.
Nunes.
You understand? So he signed more than what you can think. So who they shock say this guy doesn't sign? Come on now, let's be frank with ourselves. But the truth is, I didn't expect Liverpool to go all out and this is what they're doing right now. But it's justified. They just let go Diaz for £67 million, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but we'll go Liverpool. We'll go to Liverpool. But Arsenal are also spending. Of course, they finally, for the first time in a long while, have a point man that they can say leads the line for them in Victor Gyökeres. He will be Arsenal's point man this season. And Arsenal have gotten a striker. They've gotten a defender. They've gotten a winger in. They've also gotten a goalkeeper as well as a midfielder. Masquera, Nogard, Noni Madueke, Gyökeres, and Kepa Arrizabalaga. Now we'll start to Arsenal. Now, the Gunners.
But before you go on,
Azubi-Mendy, yes.
I love what you said. You said he will be. I just hope he will truly be. You understand? Because right now they have. I mean, you're talking about Gyökeres now.
Yeah, of course.
So the president, somebody is leading.
Yeah, definitely.
I just hope Gyökeres will be able to unseat the person. Thank God he said he will be.
Who is leading?
For now,
Who is leading?
Kahavet now.
Of
course not.
Wait.
No. Come on.
Film the camera to Arsenal. The only Arsenal fan in the studio.
Kahavet should find a
now,
space.
He has an Arsenal jersey behind him.
See, be very realistic. Take away injury from Kahavet last season. Take away injury.
He would have scored 20 goals on Kanisa.
Probably would have done 15-16.
Really?
Yes. You would have done 15-16.
Well,
those matches that you guys were leading by just 1-0 and somehow you lost, you draw. Kahavet would have probably doubled it.
Okay.
In fact.
But he couldn't.
Is he better than Gyökeres? I mean, it's an argument that we said to this season, right? But come on, he wasn't entirely bad.
Availability is key in all of this.
But no Chelsea player scored up to 15 goals last season.
In the Premier League?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't think
no Chelsea players scored up to. So what are we talking? What are we
The
talking?
goals were spread.
They were spread across.
Same with the Arsenal. It's just the Arsenal goals were very minimal.
True.
So thankfully you said he will be.
But
it means somebody is leading right now.
Well,
and you hope that he's going to unseat the person.
Well, there's a lot of trust. That's why he was given the iconic number 14 jersey.
Come on, it has flopped
just
several times.
That jersey no the
times.
iconic again. No,
it has flopped.
No,
it has flopped with Walcott, right?
again.
I think Walcott is it, right?
Yeah, Walcott and KTM.
It flopped. I mean, Nketiah was even the worst. Nketiah was even the worst.
Aubameyang did
Aubameyang. Yeah, no, come on, that wasn't.
But let's properly go to Arsenal. Of course, the Gunners have had a very good preseason so far. They started with AC Milan. They won AC Milan by a goal to and then played penalty shootout and lost. But of course, they still won a trophy. No, did they win a trophy in that one? Yeah. I think so. Then they defeated Newcastle United in preseason by 3-2, and then lost to Spurs in a 2-1 in 1-0 against Tottenham Hotspur in their three friendlies. Now Arsenal will play Villarreal in one more friendly before the Emirates Cup against Atletico Bilbao, and then welcome Manchester United in their first Premier League game on the
16 days from now.
On the 17th of August. Their first Premier League game. The Gunners will welcome no other they'll travel, I beg your pardon, to Old Trafford and play Manchester United. Now, so far so good. Let's start with the preseason before we go to the player. Yeah. They've signed. Been a good preseason. No. You don't think so?
No.
Why so?
But they should have been more dominant than. Come on. Look at the opponents now. Weak. Fact. Who is in AC Milan right now? How strong is AC Milan? No, the same AC Milan defeated Liverpool 4-1, I think. I mean 4-2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But come on. still no justification. Come down to the Newcastle game. The last minute penalty was what saved the day for them. I think this Downing guy the Downman that they've been talking about. Is it Downman or Downing? No, Downman, I think. Downman. Then again, I guess for the end of their best game was the game they lost against Paul. They were a far better team, but they couldn't convert.
They had the lion's share of possession.
See, Mokuna tell Raya. So all those unnecessary coming out, trying to do. You are in the overdue.
Now why they get
Kepa seeing himself as a prime Manuel Neuer.
Now why they get Kepa is a Balaga? Maybe now why they sign Kepa.
Some of this is unnecessary. Look at where he was when that goal was scored.
He would have given that ball to Saliba, who was free.
Look at what he was trying to do when that goal was scored. And he has caused us, like he has done against, I think Sunderland, not Sunderland, against trying to remember this team. Is it Brentford? No, Crystal Palace.
Last season,
yes, Crystal Palace.
I'm trying to
that was this funny thing he did too that amounted to a goal.
Yes, Crystal Palace at the Emirates.
At the Emirates,
I
right?
think it was the last home game of the season, if I'm not mistaken.
No, one of those games that sealed their fate that they're not going to win the league again. I think it was before the last game of the. No, they didn't play Crystal Palace on that very last day now. So, forget about the day itself. See, those misses are beginning to become too much.
Maybe that's why they got Kepa is Balaga.
How now? Make him go on.
No,
he can't.
He can actually. Kepa is not a bad goalkeeper.
We're talking about the goalkeeper who is still the most expensive goalkeeper in football.
Kepa is not a bad goalkeeper. He's not a bad goalkeeper. He's not.
He's not a bad goalkeeper. And Chelsea sold him for a mere £5 million. The goalkeeper they call not bad. You're selling him for a mere £5 million.
Well,
a goalkeeper that Chelsea bought for £90-something million.
Well,
when just spend 1 or 2 seasons.
Might have dropped, but he's still a very good goalkeeper.
Right now,
he's not a bad goalkeeper.
He had a good time at Real Madrid on loan and also at Bournemouth.
Back to back, Raya has been the goalkeeper in the Premier League for 2 seasons straight. Nobody come close. How now they do this? I just looking at
nobody's disputing that.
Somebody,
I don't say blood into the head.
If Raya,
I just call out a particular behavior that I say you should go and talk to Arteta. Tell Arteta to tell him he should behave himself. Simple. I'm not saying he's a bad goalkeeper.
See Luis Kelly. He's getting too overconfident for my own liking too.
Nobody is there.
There are. It's just that they have trust in him.
Excuse you. What do you mean by nobody?
He's enjoying his football now at that position. That's why.
But there are people there now.
Zinchenko
is there.
Was talking about leaving, but we heard that Arteta said
in 2
he should
seasons.
stay.
In 2 seasons, what has Zinchenko done?
Injury has not been fair to Zinchenko.
Exactly, that's where I'm going.
But he looks fit right now.
He looks fit. So does not guarantee that.
If Zinchenko is going to be fit,
that is good. That's if.
He's going to put this guy on his toe.
But if he
is fit right now, so if he remains well,
exactly if
because they look
no, not the truth now, not the truth. We talk this thing like say this same Zinchenko don't be available in the last 2 years. His biggest problem has been injury.
But one thing that
we know that Zinchenko is
a
fine player. No. We know that Zinchenko is a fine player.
Utility
when
player.
he came in, there's plenty of work where he go do. And he's been doing it. But in reality,
he can play in the midfield.
No,
too.
I say in that same and Tomiyasu plays from the right?
Yes, can play on the left too.
What's his name?
Tomiyasu has left.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. Ben White plays from the right too.
From the right. Calafiori plays from the left.
From the left, fine. Because I know that
Calafiori to the injury.
We're not even sure if he will start the season.
The only scaly feel like saying injury. But let's look at this squarely.
But squad depth is what will work for Arsenal.
3 games, 2 wins, one loss.
And one
not
loss.
convince me. It's not about the win or the loss. It's the gameplay. Apart from the Tottenham game, come on, it's not been convincing at all. Maybe I didn't watch any of the game fully, but I watched a good part of some of these games.
Maybe some of them I've followed religiously their games, but except for the loss against Tottenham, maybe I knew it was going to end in a bad way. But the truth
is around this time yesterday, right?
Yes. The thing is this: some of these guys, maybe their minds are still back where they had their vacation and all that. No. You know, they are still trying to shake off.
Baba.
They've been fitness is still an issue.
They've resumed for about 2 or 3 weeks
contrary,
right
fitness is still an issue.
On the contrary, right?
Not all of them would have gained full fitness.
They have an over bloated belief in themselves. Believe me, hear this. Okay, now we do this thing.
It works sometimes.
And it's not working right now. That is the biggest problem. See, go on with this team again very well. They get this belief so we don't win this league. I don't know if you actually have you motivated them carefully.
They have good.
They get this.
Now.
It's okay.
The missing piece.
Well, let's not go to the players Arsenal have signed. In case you don't know, Arsenal, of course, are completed the signing of Victor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon. The only transfer we drag past that transfer and Victor Osimhen transfer to Galatasaray, because for all of the summer, it was whether Gyökeres was going to Manchester United all of a sudden.
He was clear from the beginning. Come on.
He was going to Arsenal or no other team will he play for. Then Arsenal had finished the deal. Sporting can't add another extra money on top. Before you know, the player goes strike and all of the back and front. He finally arrived for around 63 million plus future add-ons. And also, we had Mosquera who also arrived from the Spanish La Liga for around
Valencia.
50 million. Under 50 million for them. Noni Madueke, I don't know how Chelsea were able to convince us now to play 55 million, but he's quite young. He's an homegrown player. Also arrived. They also brought in Zubimendi for a huge amount. Above, I think,
51.
Above 51, yeah, of course, million to bring Zubimendi. And not forgetting Norgard also came in for Arsenal.
I
and
think
then
about
Kepa
10, right? 10,
and Rizabalaga, of course, also came in
For 5.
11 for Norgard.
Okay,
So
Norgard, yeah, 10,
we've got
11, I know.
about 6 players have come in for Arsenal this summer. Are you ready for the new season?
Yes, I think
Because
Arsenal
the goal for
ready.
Arsenal, let's be honest with ourselves, is to win the league.
No.
Win the
They
league.
must. See, there's
Either
no
the league
way.
or either the league or the Champions League.
No,
Anything less than any
Sukani
of the
Sam,
two.
it has to be the Premier League.
I say,
See,
well,
if
no,
anything
me,
short
I
of the
am
Premier
trying
League,
to be-
anything short
Anything
of
short
the Premier League is a
let me
failure.
revisit what
No,
I said.
it's a failure for
Anything
Mikel
short
Arteta.
of
No,
winning the
if-
Premier
no,
League, Arteta should take a
no,
walk.
no. If they can win Champions League, sincerely speaking, it's not a failure. If they can win Champions League, it's not a failure. If they can, if they fail in the Premier League and win Champions League, it's not a failure at all.
Maybe the bottom line should just be let
Either
them
of
win
these
something.
two.
Win
Either
a
of
win
these two.
something.
No.
They will win
No,
FA
not
Cup.
Carabao Cup, please.
Not Carabao Cup, not FA Cup. You understand? Either of the Champions League or the Premier League. Those are the two trophies that they must win one. And not winning any of this one, complete failure.
Arteta should just walk away.
Ateta should be flocked away, not walked. Ateta should be chased away. You understand? If you say she walk away, you're respecting him. He should be chased away. You understand? They should tell him, get out of this place. We're giving you all the time on earth and you fail to deliver. We've seen people doing what you can't do in just 1 or 2 years. We saw what Enrique is doing. We've seen what Maresca is doing.
Eric
We
Ten
saw
Hag
what
is working
Eric Ten
freely
Hag-
in
I mean,
Leverkusen.
Eric Ten Hag considered how many goals in his face match. Forget about that one.
I guess on 20 side.
You've seen what Anslot has done, you understand? You
So
don't have
he
a
has no
choice.
excuse.
And now you've been complaining. Now we practically have everybody for you. Fine, for me, that the hole has not been filled. The absence of
In
what's
number
his
9.
name? No, the absence of what was his name? The Ghanaian player.
Partey
Partey is too, for me, still conspicuous. It has not been filled. But the other part, the teams look like what to be meant to play. Come on, it's nowhere close to Partey. To what Partey gives the team. Partey is one player that you could count on. Partey
Defensively,
the-
attacking.
and but see,
do the dirty job in
part
the
of the
midfield.
reason why Arsenal couldn't get to the final is the absence of Partey in the first leg. Before he could come back, damage has been done already. Second leg, he couldn't do anything because we're playing the catch-up game. I've not seen that. But that the part, look, everything he has asked for. One of the
It
signing
could,
that
it could even be a setup for Arteta.
one of the
Because
signing
the
I
club will
asked-
say,
because
we don't give you
truth is this,
everything.
right? One player that he signed that was surprised was Mosquera, right? I've not followed him. I don't know how good he is.
He's
Why
actually
signing
a
him?
very decent player.
You have a Q there already. You have a Califeri there already. You have
But these two guys are left-footed players, which means they will deputize for Gabriel.
See,
He needs someone to
you have
cover.
a Saliba there.
He needs someone to play the
See,
right
you
side of
don't
the
need-
central
see,
defense.
in one part of your team that does not that needs not to be
To be touched is a
that
centre
needs-
back
is
there.
a centre back.
One
And luckily
injury
for you.
but an injury. Arsenal
we
just
saw
one injury
we saw
away
no,
from
not this time around again.
capitulating.
See, it happens 2-3 seasons ago, but last season it happens.
do-
And
yeah.
But there's no way-
Aside
there's-
from see, I understand the
Eh.
only aspect of Arsenal team that probably an injury could actually affect it, maybe is the
Saka.
striking part.
And probably the flank.
Not even Saka with Noni and this one, but
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
because
defense
has
right
been covered now.
In the defense right now, this guy was away for long. What's his name?
Gabriel.
And look, I guess Madrid Gabriel was not there. I guess so.
Kiwior, we didn't
had-
even expect what Kiwior. He
Kiwior should
just
have been
erased the
going.
game.
Kiwior should have been leaving Arsenal by now, if not for that wonderful performance he
Absolutely.
had. He became a monster.
Yeah.
So I was asking myself, why buy Mosquera?
Like I said,
Ole Mikel knows why.
he will be a cover for Saliba because if Saliba picks an injury to a day, I'm not sure Arteta will have that confidence to play Ben White in that position. Even though naturally, when he moved from Brighton, he was playing in central defense, but he seems to have, gotten used to the right side of the defense, and he's doing very well for himself.
Well,
though Timber will still keep him on the bench.
Well, for Arsenal, and Kenny Sama said, win
Oh,
the
that
Premier
team complete.
League,
Now, no
win
win
the
anything.
Premier League or the Champions League, or
Else.
send Mikel Arteta out.
Chase him away.
Chase him away. Go away from
when you
our
say
What
you
will
are
work for
respecting
them is
him.
Go away.
squad depth.
Well, let's go to a manager who doesn't need to be chased. He knows his job. His job is to stabilize the ship. They don't ask him to win league. He's no other. Now, Manchester United manager, of course, Ruben Amorim. Well, the Manchester United have had an unbeaten preseason so far. Yet
Same happened last year.
defeat in any of their games, and I've gotten players who now look like. Well, it depends on when season starts because we see our last season. And but good results so far. They played out a goalless draw against Leeds, defeated West Ham by 2-1, and of course, spanked Bournemouth by 4 goals to 1. Cunha is there, enjoying. Of course, Bruno Fernandes is still there. The defender Højlund scoring goals. Surprisingly, it be like I said, they will go with this season and it will be the line. But for Manchester United, the biggest problem was bringing Mbeumo, and finally Mbeumo has come. But he lingered, but they brought him in.
When I see people talking about Manchester United, it always baffles me. Manchester United problem is far bigger than Mbeumo. Mbeumo is just one out of a lot of, and this season is going to reveal a lot again. An edgy midfield. Very edgy midfield. Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, they are the core part of the midfield. Age. Nobody talking about that part. The defense does not look like a defense that you can count on for 36 games.
Lisandro Martinez.
If he's going to stay fit, find that one solid defender.
Maguire.
If is going to stay fit, probably, but he's going to be their face. How are they going to? You understand?
Diogo Dalot.
Then see, let's even see. Manchester problem is comprehensive. From even the goalkeeping department, Baba, they watch. Everybody knows about Onana. Some of us thought by now.
He has not tested action in.
No, he's injured. He's injured.
Yeah, he is.
He's injured. So
he's injured.
So
buying Mbeumo for me.
Team Hilton.
Buying Mbeumo for me is just one out of the numerous problems that Manchester United need to solve.
He doesn't solve it.
But when I see Manchester United feeling at home, fans feeling at home, oh, we've actually done it. But Mbeumo might not even give you what we're talking about here. How many goals did he score last season?
He scored double digits last season.
For Brentford.
I think 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
Take out his effort and performance in Brentford, goals. And Brentford would have.
But of course, remember, he didn't do alone. There was also Wissa.
Yeah.
He had a fantastic teammate in Wissa.
That was what decent striker. Decent player, by the way. Decent player. Give it to him. Experience is there. Been in Premier League for
under 20 player.
Been in Premier League, I think since 2019.
Yeah.
With Brentford, you understand? Yeah. Played 1 down 42 games, scored 70, assisted 51, right? But you have a comprehensive problem. So signing just one person, it's just like
they signed 2 with Cunha.
Of course, Cunha, fine, and up front. So what happened in the midfield?
No, but Cunha will play in the midfield this season.
Defensive?
No, attacking. Or maybe Bruno will step back a bit.
Does it look like a decent defensive
in all of this, letting go of Scott McTominay will come back to haunt
I think that's
Manchester United.
But it's not Amorim's problem. It's beyond Amorim.
So, but here is right. If I say,
and see the young man doing well at Napoli.
If I say I need to be chased, right? If Amorim failed to stabilize this shield this season,
he should be jailed.
He should be jailed. I'm not saying win anything, but stabilize this team. Bring back those.
At least he has a pre-season now.
If you're going to watch Manchester United,
of course.
Bring back those days that if a Manchester United fan is going to watch a Manchester United team play, he will go with the mindset of we're going to win this game. Not that.
We don't know what we'll
get today. So if he cannot steady the ship, he should be jailed.
Well, Manchester United will play their next 2 pre-season games, Everton again and Fiorentina, before they welcome Arsenal in the first game of the Premier League on Sunday the 17th.
The last game of the first week.
Of course, August. It's going to be a bumper August though, because the dragging will start. This around we'll go buy past my neighbor generation. Anything we're going to drag down every day. Just be ready. If your club no serious, we go drag you.
But one thing is sure.
Drag you.
Asensio. One thing is sure, this coming season, anybody can be beaten.
No, everybody will be beaten.
For anybody that
lose guard. The competition is going to be massive.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's massive.
Ajekuya for anybody. You lose guard, you
Arsenal
collect.
is going to be there. Everybody, even Tottenham is going to be there this time around.
Yeah.
One thing that I know is going to be there for sure is that that first appearance that we saw last season from Nottingham Forest. I know they can't do that again this season.
They can't. They've sold.
Gibson is gone, right?
They've sold. Yeah.
Gibbs White, he's still there.
No, he's still there. They didn't go. He didn't go to Newcastle again. I think they
pulled the plug on that
on it and they signed a new contract.
He's still there.
So he do, but they've sold some couple of players. I heard that they've bought players. But let's leave Manchester United. Let's go to the champions. Now Liverpool are champions of the English Premier League, but they did not slow down because Ancelotti has gone on a spending spree. Now Liverpool have spent almost 200 million in the transfer market, something that is not used of Liverpool as a club. We don't see them spend this much in a single transfer window. Maybe that amount would have been spent in 2 transfer windows, but Ancelotti has gone ballistic in the transfer market. Now Liverpool have brought in Ugo Ekitike. They just approach and then they go. No wasting time. Once they see the player, they just go for it. They brought in Ugo Ekitike, Milos Kerkez, and of course Jeremy Frimpong and Florian Wirtz. Now they brought Florian Wirtz for what is expected to rise to a British record, £125 million when every add-ons is added to that deal. Of course, Kekes from Bournemouth, Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen, and of course, Ugo Ekitike from Eintracht Frankfurt. I feel for Frankfurt, but they're a selling club. Mamouche in the winter, Ekitike in the summer.
Yeah, they
and
are smiling to
they've made around 30 million.
Don't forget Randall Colomwani as well.
Also moved. But come on.
What for me?
Good signings?
For me, simply, like they say, you don't change your winning formula. If it's not broken, you don't fix it. I feel it wasn't broken, but you're over fixing it. Let's leave it there.
But Diaz is gone.
They let him go because of
uncertainty surrounds Nunes. We're not sure whether it will
funny, the only person I expected to leave by now is Nunes. I didn't see Diaz. Well, but when I realized that Diaz wanted to leave him since last season.
The money Liverpool were paying Diaz.
62,000 pounds a week. From 62 to 268, right?
To almost
268 a week. But me, that's not even this number. Like I said, if you don't change a winning formula, if it's not broken, you don't fix it. It's not broken with Liverpool. Why are you doing this much? You find a way pacifying these guys. So at the end of the week, at the end of the season, right? Because of this, more is going to be expected from them.
Yeah,
they're expected to win the league and probably go ahead to win the Champions League. Because we can't put out such amount of money and still come back and say, "Oh, anything goes." No. So I feel he's fixing what is not broken, and it will come back to haunt him later. I leave it there.
And in all of this, we didn't even add the Georgian goalkeeper who has just joined.
Yeah, you know they signed him. They signed him last
Valencia.
season.
Yeah,
and he will join the club this season. And it just tells you that when they signed Florian Wirtz, I was shocked. But it was the sign of Ugo Ekitike I did not see, because he was expected to move to Newcastle United, and all of a sudden Liverpool entered the race and paid almost in the excess of 80 million. To be honest, I'm not saying Ekitike is a bad player, but I don't think he's in that level where Liverpool should spend so much.
You talk too much
For a player like that.
When Arsenal signed one Ivorian for 72. It's 72, right?
Million
72.
pounds. Nicolas Pepe
from
Lille Metropole.
Why are you shocked?
But if you look at squarely, I think he scored 15 Bundesliga goals last season for Eintracht Frankfurt. So talking about Ekitike, and of course, where does he leave the man leading the line for Liverpool? Their number 9 last season, Cody Gakpo. It means that Gakpo probably not be the main man leading the line.
He leaves them with options. Harvey Elliott is still there, though uncertainty still surrounds whether he's
because I'm looking at it. If Liverpool is bringing in a Ekitike for that huge amount of money, you cannot put him
on the bench.
Exactly.
He's expected
and then
Pepe came and sat on the bench for Arsenal. So
because of performance wise, because performance that led it.
But he didn't do badly.
Who?
As compared to Martinelli.
Let's leave that one aside.
No, even though Cody Gakpo is not an outright number 9, can play on the flank and all of that. So it means Ugo Ekitike goes straight as Liverpool's number 9, of course. Well, Darwin Nunes should find the club.
I feel one person will leave, either Nunes
Harvey Elliott
or Gakpo,
because he's looking for first team opportunities, and when you consider the fact that he did well,
Liverpool
with,
will
the
offer him
England
that.
I'm trying to understand
he wants to leave.
How he wants to play the team. Now, Mohamed Salah, and of course, Florian Wirtz
from the wing.
If Wirtz plays as an attacking, if Wirtz plays as a supporting striker, it means he plays behind the Ekitike. So Salah no longer plays the free role again. He automatically goes to the flank.
It's simple. There's going to be a lot of rotation, and there's going to be a lot of racing of players. Simple. And when era where, what do you call it? This injury, I'm trying to remember the name.
ACL
is becoming rampant.
And Salah is not getting younger.
Salah is not getting younger.
31,
you don't expect Salah to play. Is that 32-33 now? 32-33. You don't expect him to go 33. 33, going 34, right? You don't expect him to go full blast again next season from start to finish.
Depth
they're talking about. Now, if you can justify depth in Arsenal, this is the depth we're talking about here. I think basically,
but they still need to
there's
make
going to be a lot of rotation.
And that
is where I say, if it's not broken, you don't fix it. Because you have a lot to contend with next season. A lot to contend with. How do you handle these guys? Before you know what, that will be the satisfaction. This one will come on. I didn't come here to sit on the bench. And once there's no unity in the team, it will reflect on the field.
You begin to feel on the field of play.
I feel he's over fixing what has not even fixing. He's over fixing what has not broken.
Well, it's a tough one for, of course, the manager, talking about Liverpool manager and Slot. He has to do something. Next week, Liverpool played Cotton Razor and the Community Shield. They played 3 friendlies so far. I think 1-2 and lost one. The one they lost was against AC Milan. They beat Yokohama Marinos, one of the friendly games. They've not really played, tough team. The only tough team we can actually say they played was against AC Milan, and they lost that by 4-2. But I do know, for one thing, that Ancelotti has got plenty of work to do because, of course, they lost Diego Jota, who they've included, of course, we must mention, they included Diego Jota in their squad for next season. Liverpool have officially included Diego Jota as part of the players for next season, even though he will not be with them. Of course, may his soul continue to rest in peace. The jersey number 20 is still there, and his name was included in Liverpool's official team list for the 2024-2025 season in jersey number 20. Florian Wirtz takes on the jersey number 7 at the club. So it's a new face, for Liverpool. I think Darwin Nunes was when that was it. Luis Diaz.
Diaz was wearing
jersey number 7, and they've sold Diaz. And I think it was a good business.
Selling him
67 was good business to get to get Diaz to move to Bayern Munich. For me, I think it was good business because if you stayed one more season,
money wise, right?
Money wise.
But we're talking about talent wise.
But if you've let go of him
and you're bringing
in,
can we say he's an upgrade on Leroy Sané, who has joined?
Of course, he is.
Yes,
current form
he is. Current form he is for Bayern Munich. So he is. Yeah. He is for Bayern Munich. Well, we've seen these 3 teams, of course, in pre-season. These are the 3 top teams that are active. Of course, the likes of Spurs, Newcastle United, Nottingham Forest, who did well for themselves last season, are also active. For Manchester City and Chelsea, they will be resuming pre-season in the new week because of their participation in the FIFA Club World Cup, champions, where they did not, have enough time to rest. So the players are on break. And we'll probably have 1 or 2 games before the start of this. It's August, and when it's August, the Premier League season starts. We are officially 15 days away from the start of the English Premier League.
From the end to boring weekends.
Who wins the Premier League? Will Liverpool retain their title? Will it be Arsenal? Will it be Chelsea with Maresca, already club world champions? Will it be Manchester City with Pep Guardiola? Or we might just see a surprise team.
No matter what Maresca do this season is justified. Win, lose, could I make Champions League, whatever it is justified.
Anything you want to do.
Now I said Arteta should be chased, right? And Ancelotti should be jailed.
Right?
No,
Amorim should be jailed,
right?
We not give anything for
no, Ancelotti, if he's not going to do anything, he should be
under pressure.
But Maresca, whatsoever happens to him, just clap for him.
Really?
Why? Far above expectation. Yeah. See, Chelsea look like a reasonable club now. You know they see him. Sincerely speaking.
Why? Because of they don't really
the gameplay. Papa, they make PSG look very ordinary. We can't see the other side of PSG. Even this guy go they fight. What do you call him? Everybody they fight. Donnarumma was fighting. Enrique was fighting. Everybody was fighting.
Vitinha was pulling hair.
They did it in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
In 45 minutes, right? That same thing gave Arsenal 3-1, I think. In 45 minutes, Liverpool 2-1. In 45 minutes, 4-3 against Aston Villa. Now, so forget about that match. And guess what? Before the final, Opta predicted. And it came to pass.
It shows
right. Something right is going on in Chelsea. And look at the addition. I'm the addition. The one I'm so excited about from Alfredo is Estavao.
Yeah, the boy from Brazil.
The Estavao. But it's a new environment for him. So it might take a little time for him to